We go to Koh Chang so often, not only because we like the island. We go there to see friends. During this trip, my friend would have his 75th birthday. We planned to surprise him, but instead he gave us a surprise. The day we traveled, he called me and asked if we could reserve a table in Saxophone in Bangkok for him on the day of his birthday. We went to Saxophone and did this for him, discussing between ourselves if it still made sense to go to Koh Chang. But since we had arranged everything already, we decided to go. Everything went as planned. The bus was fast, our pickup service was waiting for us at the pier. We got a nice bungalow, our motorbike, and met up with my friend and his wife for dinner. But the next day, everything fell apart. I got sick with an upset stomach and fever. The next 2 days I spent most of the time either in the bathroom or in bed. My friend traveled to Bangkok a day in advance, and we planned for an early morning return trip to Bangkok on the day of his birthday. The evening before we went back home, I felt strong enough to go out and film and get at least some footage. And for sure I wanted to fly the Avata FPV drone. It was already near sunset and I had to find a beautiful location to fly fast. And that builds up stress. Soon I was sitting on the Dun Mai pier and did my first flight. I got some amazing beautiful footage I published already. But then disaster hit. I took off for the last flight of the day. Faster, higher and further away.
Please give us your like. To stay in touch, please subscribe
and turn on all notifications. Suddenly, I got an error message on my screen. Battery installation error. I had never seen this before. I turned around immediately and came back as fast as possible to land. At that time, the drone was 2.4 minutes in the air and 760 meters out. For a moment, I had hope I would make it back. Still 530 meters out and 3.07 minutes in flight, the drone tumbled and fell out of the sky with an indicated airspeed of 46 km per hour. At an altitude of 29 meters and still 463 meters out, I lost the video feed, 3.17 minutes in flight. The last picture showed a vertical airspeed of 74 km per hour with a horizontal airspeed of 16 km per hour. This would be a serious crash. It also means after the drone lost power and fell, it did still send a video feed for 10 more seconds. Now, as a pilot, you have to act fast. But what to do? Less than 1 hour daylight left. Seen in hindsight, it showed that I was not fit at all, making one mistake after the other. The biggest mistake I made while changing the battery, not plugging it in correctly, which led to this crash. Then I did not bring a USB-C to USB-C cable with me. Without this cable, I could not connect the goggles to my phone, and I could not retrieve the last GPS coordinates. I had a Samsung tracker on the phone. I activated the software on the phone and we drove around to get near the estimated crash site. 30 minutes later, I realized that we used the Apple tracker software, which also is on my phone. We changed to the Samsung software, but it got dark already and we had to give up. Our plan was to leave for Bangkok early next morning, to be back in time for the birthday party of my friend. Therefore, we got up before sunrise. I had the GPS coordinates already transferred, and with the first daylight we were at the crash site, which was a field only 10 meters off the main road. The drone was in a bad shape. Props broken, one engine ripped out, the prop guards and the main frame was broken. But we had the drone back and we could leave as planned. While walking onto the ferry, we noticed an empty Bangkok taxi. We asked the driver how much he would want to take us, and he offered 2,500 baht. We gladly accepted, as we were much faster, safer, and more comfortable. The birthday party at Saxophone was a success. The band was outstanding. We had a great evening. Especially the birthday boy was gleaming with joy. The next day I brought the drone to the DJI service in Bangkok, which happens to be only 20 minutes from my home. 3 weeks later, the story came to a happy end. I got the repaired drone back and the price was 3,000 baht, about $85. Now I have to regain my confidence, because you will never get good footage if you fear for your camera. Thank you for following my story. I hope to see you again in another video. If you have not seen our previous video, click here. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and to comment. Peace.
Yes, click now.